Hello, everyone, and welcome to this lesson on debates and discussions on current events and topics of interest. First of all, let's look at the fundamentals of debating. Debating is a structured discussion where two opposing teams, the proposition and opposition, present arguments for and against a motion. So this is basically a controlled argument where one team says, this is my position on this issue. I believe that we should do this, or I believe we shouldn't do this. And there's an opposing team that argues the opposite of that issue. So if this team believes that you should do it, the other team will say we shouldn't do it. Key debate terms include motion, which is the statement being debated, rebuttal, which are the responses to those arguments, and cross-examination, where you question your opponents. Debates have specific rules and etiquette, such as speaking time limits and maintaining respectful conduct. Construct persuasive arguments by providing evidence and reasoning to support your stance. To engage effectively in debates and discussions, it's essential to create arguments that are clear, convincing, and persuasive. Here's a step-by-step guide on how to do just that. Formulating clear and persuasive arguments. Understand the topic. Start by thoroughly comprehending the topic of the debate or discussion. This involves researching the subject, identifying the key points, and understanding the different sides of the argument. You need to know everything that you can know about the topic, your side of the argument, and your opponent's side of the argument. You need to really understand it fully. Organize your thoughts. Before constructing your argument, organize your thoughts. Clearly define your stance, outline the main points you want to make, and consider potential counter-arguments. So let's look at structuring your argument. Introduction. Begin with a strong and clear introduction that captures the essence of your argument, that really explains it, and sets the stage for what's to come. Then we talk about the main points. Present your main arguments in a structured manner. Each argument should be supported by evidence, examples, or data. Counter-arguments. Acknowledge and address counter-arguments, demonstrating that you've considered alternative viewpoints. So, if you have a point and the other team counters it with their point, they have a counter-argument, you need to address that counter-argument and say why it's not valid, to show that you really have looked at alternative viewpoints and that is why you have this viewpoint. Conclusion. Summarize your key points and restate your stance in a compelling manner. Support with evidence. To make your arguments persuasive, back them up with solid evidence. This can include statistics, research findings, expert opinions, or real-life examples. We don't just say things, we back them up with evidence. Use logic and reasoning. Employ sound logic and reasoning throughout your argument. Avoid fallacies and emotional appeals, focusing on a rational and balanced presentation of your case. We're not in a debate to talk about the emotions of the things. We are only focusing on the facts, and we're looking at logic. Engage the audience. Consider your audience's perspective and tailor your argument to resonate with them. Think about who is listening to the debate that you're having with your opponent. Use language that's clear and accessible and consider their values and beliefs. Rebut counter-arguments. Address counter-arguments with well-reasoned rebuttals. Show that you've considered opposing viewpoints and you can offer a strong response to those counter-arguments. Maintain clarity. Keep your argument clear and concise. Avoid jargon or overly complex language that may confuse your audience. Keep it simple, keep it clear. Practice your delivery. Effective argumentation isn't just about what you say, it's also about how you say it. Practice your speaking skills, including voice modulation and body language, to enhance your persuasive delivery. Seek feedback. After engaging in debates and discussions, Seek feedback from peers or mentors, from the people around you or mentors. Constructive feedback can help you refine your argumentation skills. Now let's talk about discussing current events. Engaging in discussions about current events is an excellent way to improve your language skills while staying informed about the world. Here are some tips and insights on how to approach and participate in discussions on current events. Stay informed. To engage in meaningful conversations, it's crucial or very important to stay informed about current events. Read newspapers, watch news programs, and follow credible news websites to keep up with the latest developments. Choose reliable sources. This is extremely important. Ensure that your sources of information are reputable and unbiased. In today's day and age, unfortunately, there is a lot of bias in the media in both directions. So it's very difficult to find a media outlet that is actually unbiased and is just doing what journalists are supposed to do and giving us the news without their own bias in it. Be critical of the information you consume and cross-check your facts to avoid spreading false or misleading information. There are many outlets that are pushing false narratives, that push false information because they are trying to create an image about someone. Now, if you just take what they say and then you spread that information, you will be part of the problem as well. Cross-check your facts. Do some research and see, is this actually true, before you spread that information out to someone else. Understand multiple perspectives. Current events often have various perspectives and interpretations. Everybody's different. Everybody has their own opinions about things and they look at things in different ways. Before you form your own opinion, try to understand the different viewpoints on the issue. What do the different people think about this same issue? This will not only enrich your understanding, but it also makes you a more effective communicator. Having debates and discussing current events helps us expand our knowledge and get to know others better. These are perfect situations to practice your English skills as well as expand your understanding of people and things in the world. Don't be afraid to strike up a conversation with someone at work or a friend, or even when you're at a social gathering. Talking about current events is one of the best ways to break into a conversation, use it as an icebreaker, and it's a great way to practice your conversational skills. Thank you very much for joining us in this lesson, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.